Hey, okay. Hi, welcome back to issue -1. Yes, -1. I know it's been a little while. I've been busy. I had the gathering and this and that, blah blah blah. I know you didn't come here to hear about that. What you came here to hear about was the great immortal time. No, that's not trademark. It's just the immortal time. Scratch that great. He's really not that great. If you think about it, don't think about it. Please don't. Let's get back to where we left off. Where was we? Oh, that's right. He was just now getting picked up by the X. He just boarded on the Blackbird, which is also known as the X-Jet, for those who don't know. But yes, he gets on board. It's a long flight too. I mean, think about it. India, all the way to New York. I mean, it's not that far. I guess it is a long flight. I mean, but we're just now taking off. Dusk asks Scott what's wrong. He looks sad or a little confused, you know. He's a little concerned about something. And before that, Cyclops introduces himself, says that, hey, I'm Cyclops, my name's Scott Summers, and I'm the leader. And he's like, yeah, my name is Scott too. So I was like, oh, great. So now we gotta refer to our last names. What's your last name? And he said, well, he pauses and he's like, Madrox. Madrox? Yeah, Madrox. Even Dust was confused on that part. She's like, Madrox, in her own mind. But besides that, she asks him if he's all right, and he's like, yeah, I've just had to think about what my sort of foster father now, what he told me, and I wasn't kind of okay or happy about all this, but now I'm thinking about it, I want to know who my parents were, who my real parents were. And I don't know, but on the back of this email it says Scott L. Roth, but I can't accept that as my name. So now on, I'm Scott Madrox. And so from that point, they're flying off and heading to the X Mansion. But meanwhile, somewhere else, not gonna give the location by the way, but in a certain corporation, the big corporation, obviously has a logo letter, a capital L, I should say. I'm pretty sure you probably are getting the picture now. At LexCorp, we have Lex Luthor sitting in his office talking to one of his assistants through the voice communication screen, like true villains normally do. This is always how I picture Lex at his everyday meetings. Okay? He's an evil crime lord or mastermind. So, the guy has the expense to do so. Okay, well, I don't know where he's in the middle of a important conversation with one of his associates, one of his assistant of an assassination. But that's not important because it has nothing to do with the story. Actually, it's more filler than it is to deal with the plot. What is about to happen, though, it is important. Because in the middle of the conversation, Lex is interrupted by some madman in a robe barges right through the, well, I wouldn't say burst through the door, more just appeared. Out of nowhere, a black voided hole opens up, and this guy just walks in with his hands together, with the sleeves covering his hands, and he just looks like one of those, monks. But don't get me wrong, he is a monk, kinda. After all, you'll see down the road, just keep listening. But yeah, he gets interrupted, and immediately Lex cuts the call, and it immediately hits the security button, because after all, someone just burst into his office. That's his first number one motto he goes for. Get security. I don't know. I'm over here laughing my ass off too. But what happens is, though, the man talks with a bit of a wisdom. I'm not going to describe the voice because there's no need to. I already described that it's like a monk, but it's not no particular monk you know. Or if you do, well, obviously you know what I'm talking about. But that's beside the point. The point is that he comes with bursting, and Lex is like, who are you and what do you want? The man speaks with a wisdom, says, well, apparently, you may not know this, but there's something that you probably want, and I can help you and guide you to where you need to go. Perhaps you may want to move your expenses towards New York. And then Lex says, like, what are you talking about? What are you blabbering about? And then the man says, well, Lex, if you want to know so badly, then do as I said. Move to New York City, and you'll see what your desires or what you've been looking for. And then the man starts to walk away, but Lex tries to stop him, and then he vanishes back into the void, never to be seen again. Security walks in, and then Lex says, never mind, you missed him. He escaped, blah, blah, blah. And then We cut back still with the monk leaving. We go to see where he ends up at. Of course, we never know where this location is, or specifically on whereabouts. But he's still in that black voided area, somewhere beyond our realm, our world. So just note that, okay? And within return comes Jake Jackal, reporting on what he has accomplished or unaccomplished, depending on what you think is accomplished, because you may think he didn't accomplish anything, but that's where you're wrong. He did. He accomplished some information on what went down. So, he reports back and says, yeah, I did what I was supposed to, but are you sure it's the guy? Because he didn't do anything. I got my ass handed by some woman that can control sand. Well, the monk replies back, well, perhaps it's not his time yet. Perhaps he doesn't know or realize it. He did say there was a woman there, right? Yeah. Well, perhaps this is like what it says in the prophecy, that there was a woman that guides him and then takes him in to a home of people with almost the same gifts as his own. And they will guide him and train him and teach him how to use it and how to embrace the power that's been given to him. And so you're saying that he is the one? Yes, but he's just not ready yet. Which means we cannot interfere anymore. If we do, then we may cause corruption to the prophecy. And we cannot deny the prophecy. But didn't you just let that Lex guy know? Well, yes, but I did so to mostly lead him to the directions towards the boy. Perhaps think of it like chess. We're going to see how he has grown and powerful, but the only way is if we throw enemies towards him. That's why I sent Lex Luthor to New York. Well, just give me a call if you need me. As Jake Jackal just vanished in a wood of flames. Okay, I know that conversation was, I don't know how you're feeling. I'm not you. I am me, though, so. Meanwhile, back to the X-Jet. It's almost at the X-Mansion. So they finally get there. They get off board. The last one to actually leave, well, simply it's because, hold up, my shit's up again. Simply it's, I don't know. Sorry about that. But back to what I was saying was that he shows up and he gets off the jet. He's the last one. Scott's still there. He's just like, hey, welcome to the X-Mansion. And he said, well, there's somebody inside that's waiting to meet you. How about you come this way? They walk into like the main entrance from the station of where they keep the X-Jet, because they're underground and all that. But once they walk through the door and there's down there in the sub-basement of the main hall, then yeah, that's where they are. And then all of a sudden he hears this voice in his head. No, he's not going crazy. It's a woman's voice, and all of a sudden he looks into the direction and sees Emma Frost. And by the way, at this time, the X-Mansion is run by Cyclops and Emma Frost. Xavier has passed away. Sorry y'all, I know you were expecting Xavier. That's not the case. I'm not gonna go into what happened later down the road of the X-Men. Their new shit is gone. Well, I hadn't read any new shit anymore because it's convoluted as hell. They got a gold, red, yellow, red, or blue. Yeah, it's all convoluted. You can't keep up. So I stopped reading the new shit a long time ago. But back to this story. He's like, how are you in my head? She says that, well, she says that I'm a telepathic and I can read your minds. That's also speaking to you. And he's like, so wait, you can see inside my head and talk to me in there? You're doing it right now? Holy shit, how am I doing that? She says, well, part of the gift is that we can communicate through telepathically. She can talk to anyone through their minds, including Scott here. And then he's like, about that, Emma, she's like, oh yeah, I know. So, we got both Scotts. So I met Summers. So, basically, what did you guys do here? Emma explains to him that this is a school for the younger gifts. Hang on, I said that wrong. This is a school for the youngsters of the gifteds. I know I probably butchered that, fucked up, but whatever. And this is a place for people that are like mutants and everything, so they have gifts to help train and show that they do have the potential of using their powers for good and try to help with humans. Xavier's dreams for mutants and humans to live amongst each other and not try to kill each other. I wonder why this is so loud. I may have to start this shit over again. So, he now, well, goes ahead and accepts the school. He decides to go ahead and join. So, at this point, you can probably consider it could be boring, kind of, but I can jump it a little bit. But for right now, I would say we could just stop here for it, kind of. I don't know. I mean, I haven't got no feedbacks lately for this, but what happens? Well, he goes into training, learns his abilities, he learns to realizes that he can take other people's powers without realizing it. And it didn't help with the fact when he turned a diamond, just like Emma, and then he started blasting from his eyes. He started having Wolverine's claws. It didn't help when he started having other people's powers all of a sudden. And then that's when they started training him and learning to progress into learning to control these things. Now, of course, he can't control the fact he's taking other people's powers without realizing it. But he can control on how he can use it at his advantage. And of course, Logan has this problem where I guess he likes to pick fights with the new people and shit, or start shit with new people, because Scott and Logan go at it. It's like crazy. But so far, that's kind of it. There's not really nothing interesting that happens. I know, guys. I know you guys want to hear some crazy stories about it, but there's really nothing that really happens yet. At least not until he gets a little older. And until then, he's still wondering about that. And the amulet that his mother had gave him when he was a child comes into play later. Right now, it's just a piece of jewelry that he holds of a memory of his mother. So until then, it just sits in a drawer in his bedroom at the X Mansion. But he does have a few more gifts up his sleeve that not even the X-Men know what to deal with. Right now, he's learning to control his immune ability. He has a few extra tricks up his sleeve not even he knows about. But, hey, what do you expect? Now, this is JS2H, the Gigolo Gamer. I'm signing off because I have another project I need to work on. But do let me know if you want to see, or should I say, hear issue -3. And I will jump the timeline a bit just to sped it up a little bit so that you're not stuck with the boring shit. I mean, think about it. You really want to hear him talk about his classroom time, learning shit, or I mean, I might throw a few training sessions in there about him training in the danger room and stuff like that. But other than that, not really. He's not an official member of the X-Men. I mean, you have to know how to use your powers before you can be able to even be a member. So, he's not an official member yet. But, he is working on it. Until then, I'll see you next time. Peace.